15 things women in their 40s really want in a man. Hello, Alexers. As many say, 40 is the new 30. Women affirm they've never felt better and more confident than in their 4th decade. And if you happen to be interested in such an amazing person fitting this category, here are 15 rules of thumb you might want to consider. Number 1. Know who you're dating. Every woman loves a sincere compliment. She puts effort into looking good and being fit, so go ahead and recognize that. But be careful though. She knows her worth because she's earned it through experience. The difficulties she had to overcome have made her who she is, and she's proud of that. So don't treat her like a 20 or 30-year-old girl. Be mindful of her maturity. Number 2. Don't go playing games. If you're a man in your 40s and still in the mood for messing around, maybe it's time to get your priorities sorted. A 40-year-old woman has no time for playing games. She knows what she wants, and if you're not in it body and soul, then you're just wasting her time. Number 3. Soul quality. Now, we're not going to ask you to go read Plato and the great philosophers, although you might find something interesting there. Still, you'll want to level up your conversation when speaking to a 40-year-old woman. Her eyes might have been caught by that nice suit you're wearing or your dazzling smile, but it'll be your sensitivity, your compassion, and your human values that will win her over. Number 4. Humor is sexy. Let's be honest, looks matter. They're our calling card and what catches our eye in the first place. Women in their 40s have eyes too, and they do enjoy a good-looking man. But combine beauty with a healthy sense of humor, and your chances of success will skyrocket. Humor requires a sharp understanding of the world around you. Think about it, what's sexier than James Bond's sassy smile? Number 5. Ditch the macho. A 40-year-old woman just wants a man who's willing to meet her where she's at. She doesn't need a knight in shining armor. She's built herself up over the years and doesn't need saving. What she needs is a partner, someone who can stand beside her and conquer the world with her. For a little extra insight, check out our video 15 Signs of a High-Value Woman. Number 6. Mutual respect. This is pretty straightforward, and truth be told, it should be the basics in any relationship at every age. When a woman is in her 40s, she's learned to respect others while at the same time staying true to herself, and she looks for the same in a partner. Feeling respected means also feeling safe and allows you to truly open up and make the relationship truly meaningful. Number 7. Self-awareness. Julia Roberts summarized this point quite perfectly. Women, you are not rehabilitation centers for badly raised men. It's not your job to fix them, change them, parent, or raise them. You want a partner, not a project. If you want to date a 40-year-old woman, know yourself. Be conscious of your boundaries, your strengths and weaknesses, and put all of that on the table. You'll get nothing but support and be repaid with the same in return. Number 8. Walk the talk. If in their 20s and maybe even their 30s, some women might melt at sweet words whispered into an ear, at 40, that woman knows very well that words are meaningless if not followed by action. Reliability is paramount for this woman, a trait strictly bound with our next point. Number 9. Romance 24/7. Reliability goes hand in hand with commitment. All important things require effort, and this is even more true within a relationship. A 40-year-old woman values romantic gestures like flowers and chocolate only when they're the icing on the cake. What she looks for is attention to the everyday details. So instead of buying her 100 roses, turn off your phone and ask her how her day was. Give her your undivided attention and be truly present. Number 10. Emotional maturity. It's not always easy for either men or women to talk about their feelings. Sometimes they're just too painful to put into words. Sometimes we need a bit of practice to let them out. What is fundamental for a woman in her 40s is a man that at least recognizes his feelings, gives them a name. Children cry without being able to identify what's making them cry. It might be anger, fear, or hunger. Their reaction will be pretty much the same every time. A full-grown man should be able to understand the difference between anger and frustration and handle them appropriately. If you're still in your childhood tantrum phase, thanks, but no thanks. Number 11. Grown-ups only. Life is hard. Everybody is busy and we seem to have less and less time at our disposal. This is true especially for a woman in her 40s who has to juggle a ton of responsibilities. What she needs is a partner who's responsible for himself, who does his part and puts that into the couple's equation. She has no interest in playing nurse. Helpless and needy? Stay away. Number 12. A plan. Women love men who have a plan for their future and don't just mess around with their lives. There's nothing more frustrating than indecisiveness. You know those people who always let others decide, who answer every question with a flabby, "I don't know, whatever you want." Well, that's a sure way to push away a woman in her 40s. Take control of your life before going for a 40-year-old woman. Know what you want and plan steps to achieve it. Number 13. Financial security. Many 40-year-old women nowadays are financially independent. According to a 2019 statistic, around 37% of working women in Europe hold managerial roles. A 40-year-old woman does not need a partner to support her financially. This said, she's no social subsidy either. Gender equality here is essential. A woman in her 40s is looking for a partner who knows what he's doing with his money and is not afraid of a woman with the same kind of knowledge. Number 14. No couch potatoes. Women in their 40s are no grannies. On the contrary, they're at the top of their vital momentum. This is the time when many of them truly take their health seriously, so get into nutrition and fitness straight away. If you spend your time on the sofa watching TV, she might literally run into someone way more interesting while working out at the park. Number 15. Curiosity. Although having piled up her fair share of experiences, a woman in her 40s has definitely not stopped learning yet. She knows she doesn't know everything and therefore is always asking questions to enrich her knowledge. She looks for a partner who shares that curiosity and who is willing to question himself. Self-awareness, yes. Blind self-centeredness and the presumption of having the absolute truth in your pocket? Hell no. And speaking of curiosity, we'd love to know your thoughts about this topic. What do you think a woman in her 40s looks for in a partner? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. And if you haven't had enough just yet, well, lucky for you, you stuck around until the end and you're getting a bonus. Number 16. Experience. If we were to summarize in a couple of words what women in their 40s want, it's to be able to share experiences and grow. They want people around them who are as independent as they are, who bring value to the table and who can contribute to their lives in a positive way. They play big and want someone by their side who understands this and who is willing to put in the work and make life extraordinary.